Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, my name is Dan Chaos, and welcome back to Marvel Spider-Man. That's right, back. If you're new or you just don't know, I played the entirety of Marvel Spider-Man from day one on my channel. It was fantastic. If you haven't seen it, you haven't caught up, go back and watch it because it's amazing. We are currently in Marvel Spider-Man, The City That Never Sleeps, episode 3 of the DLC, and it's been... oh gosh, how long has it been? Oh lord. It's been 3 freaking years since I touched the DLC. I don't have a great concept of time. But I swore that I would complete the entire DLC, so I am back to do that. And we have got a lot to catch up on. There's been some Spider-Man movies, there's been some Spider-Man games, sequels, Spider-Man remasters, and of course they added in a few more Spider-Man suits, which we are going to look at because I've tried to wear at least every single suit at least once, just, you know, get a feel for it, you know, see how the shoes fit, you know, make sure it's not too tight in the crotch, but more or less I've liked all the suits, and segue to me looking at the suits. Okay, here go the new suits. Amazing! I remember actually saying, hey, I wish they would put, you know, the classic Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit in there, you know, throw in the Amazing Spider-Man suit, because frankly, I did not like the movie, either one of them. But I enjoyed the suit for the first movie because he uses sunglass lenses for his spider mask, and he uses the bottoms of real shoes, and his web shooters, they glow red whenever he activates them. And that's just a whole lot of interesting aesthetics. And then they sort of copped out in the second movie and made him look very comic booky and gave him giant eyes and stuff like that, and I just felt like you were running away from the Spider-Man you were trying to create in the first place. But that's just my opinion. Arachnid Rider suit? Are we sure this isn't a Gundam suit? This is... I mean, I'm the Amazing Unicorn Man. Armored Advanced suit. This I kind of like. It's streamlined, sort of fits into the design aesthetic that they're going for this universe. I mean, it's somewhat similar to... the colors remind me of the Spider-Man 2099 white suit, but the overall armor contours remind me of... yeah, it's very similar to Future Foundation. A teensy bit more Last Stand suit with the mask. But man, I still am missing 2 suits, which I guess is for the DLC, but let's just start with the amazing one. If you're not caught up, or for some reason you're watching this and know nothing about the Marvel Spider-Man games campaign, I'm not going to mention any of it. This game deals with the events afterward and doesn't necessarily relate back to it in any significant ways. There's no real references per se, so I'm not going to delve into that just for the sake of politeness. But I will go in depth with what we've done with the DLC thus far. So plug your ears, change the channel, get ready. Last we left off, we fought head-to-head, quite literally, with Hammerhead, who lost, but it sort of cost Yuri her job. She has some sort of vendetta with the Magia, and it really didn't come out quite well when we caught the guy, and she wanted to kill the guy, and then we wouldn't let her kill the guy, and then the guy died anyway, but then the guy came back. And they're sort of doing like a cyborg type thing with Hammerhead. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I like him more as a flunky and less of a main villain, but this DLC has been divided into 3 different stories. We're in the 3rd and final one, Silver Lining, which I ironically named sort of one of my episodes that, like, way back, I think maybe the 3rd episode, they call it like Osborn's Silver Lining. And so, like, when the DLC came out, suddenly that video started getting a lot of views. But that was just that's just the way things work. Sometimes I'm ahead of the curveball. And speaking of, down there is a Screwball event, and I didn't know that she was actually a character from the comics until recently. I thought she was just here to annoy me as part of the game, but she's written well, she's voiced well, she does her job well, which I hate. So why don't we start off with J. Jonah Jameson.
Spider-Man is a failure. You might think this would make me happy, and to some extent you'd be absolutely right. But today, I am tired. Tired of all the senseless violence continually afflicting our streets, which that masked menace failed to put an end to. He failed to stop Hammerhead and his men, who are now using stolen Sable International weaponry to wreak more havoc than ever. And speaking of Sable, Miss Abuse of Power herself is back in New York. This time aboard some kind of fancy schmancy gunship. Where was that when the city was cowering under the terror inflicted by Martin Lee and Otto Octavius, huh? Collecting dust in a Simcarian warehouse? It's a shame she and Spider-Man couldn't have done us all a favor and just taken each other out.
Well, just like J. Jonah Jameson to chime in at the wrong moments. Okay, he referenced a little bit of the main events, but he also did a much better recap than I could ever have because he's J. Jonah Jameson, and that's just what he does. He's also voiced by the guy who plays Reinhardt in Overwatch, just so you know. But before we jump back into things, yeah, Silver Sable is back, and don't know why. So her gear obviously stolen by Hammerhead, and now she's upset about that. She's upset at us. We're no longer on friendly terms. Gonna have to go deal with that and Hammerhead all the way over there. But let's just warm up. Let's do our stretches. I think this is the last Screwball event that I have right now. In between the scenes, I try to do all the extra stuff, but I haven't touched this game in quite a bit, so it's good that I warm up.
Long time no see.
The viewers have voted, and they want to see more gadget combos. You know the drill, Spidey. Combine your gadgets and get creative.
You're more creative than I am. I tend to forget I have the gadgets.
Looks like I gotta play along.
Fine, works for me.
No one's gonna lock me up again!
I know I'm not going to be able to talk very well in this.
Don't let him get behind you!
That's just... Ow!
Here comes the
That's
pain.
just... Oh, okay.
I let you have 2 gadgets, Spidey. Use them
Okay! Okay! Blah, 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 blah.
both. Finish him.
What is wrong with you?
Get busy, cosplayer 77
Oh.
Use both gadgets.
I'm trying to, but I'm not great at it. That's one of the... I don't know. The downsides of this...
Now knock him down.
It feels like there's not very well designed for the gadgets. Maybe it's just me. Okay.
You missed it. Why do you hate me?
Do you really want me to go through a list of why I hate you? Because it's there. Okay, I didn't know that I could double tap L1 this whole time just to switch through gadgets. Maybe I did, but I've never been very good at it because I'm afraid of like double tapping will mess things up like that.
Really? Help me help you, Spidey. Help me help you.
Shut up.
Looks like I gotta play along.
This is why I don't record the Screwball stuff. It just screws with my head. I'll be back after this. Spider-Man. Okay, I'm getting the hang of switching gadgets, but I wish there was an audio cue that told me when I had swapped between them because I'm having to constantly look into the top right of the screen and make sure I'm on the right one. Again, something that isn't quite hammered out, pun intended. Screwball is a pretty good example of the type of content creator I never wanted to be. Never will be. Someone begging for likes, begging for subscribers, just being annoying. You know, I just want to make stuff that makes people happy. And I want to play stuff that makes me happy. Gotta hand it to her. She at least serves a purpose in making me get more familiar with my gadgets.
Oh yeah, I'm awesome.
Use both of your gadgets.
I used both of my gadgets!
Yes! My subscriber count has never been higher.
I wish I could say the same. Oh wait, I can! Thank you for subscribing, thank you for being here. You're fantastic, and I will try not to turn into Screwball. There's one more Screwball challenge. 2 more Screwball okay, I'll be right back.
Folks, we need to talk more about this live streaming egomaniac Screw. It's bad enough her show features and glorifies that narcissistic webhead Spider-Man. But her shows, if you can even call them that, are putting hard-working New Yorkers in harm's way just so she can gain followers. Whatever that means. Can't you see her ridiculous stunts are nothing more than a desperate ploy for attention? Come on, folks. You're smarter than that. By watching her shows, you're literally hurting yourselves. So, you ask, what should we do instead, Jonah? Here's an idea. Tune into my show instead. The only thing I'll hurt you with is the truth. Hey, that's a good one. Write that one down, Jared. Let's use it in the next promo.
Oh, it's a battle of the medias. One social, one a little less social. Times never change.
Look out! Here comes the Spider-Man!
I think I'll let myself be just a little smug this time.
I agree.
Now that's what I call great content!
I also agree. There seems to need to be some sort of conclusion with Screwball. Like, she's got to go back to prison or something. Get her internet revoked. And that's probably only going to happen once I've aced all of her challenges. Who the freak are these guys with the mech suits? Oh, must be Hammerhead. Okay. Idiots with jetpacks. Oh! Oh! The Let's Play must go on. Whoa! What a superhero landing.
Good, but I can do better.
At least I lived. What is with...
That was a gluten-free
Oh.
show. Filling, but not satisfying.
Hey, a gluten-free diet can be satisfying. All you have to do is deep fry everything. Unironically, I do cook gluten-free food. Not that I'm gluten-free, but my family's gluten-free. So I've made some pretty darn good fried chicken. I'm just gonna tell you that.
And I look good doing it.
Oh yes.
Keep this up, and we'll need to start a Spidey Breaks the Internet hashtag.
Ralph already did that. Did I get all of them this time? I got 50 million followers.
We did it! 50 million followers! Oh, the party starts now! See y'all there! Sorry, Webhead, you're not invited. Subscribers only, but I still love you. Mwah.
What if I quickly subscribed you?
Screwball is the ultimate narcissist. There's no way she'd miss her own party. Gotta find out where it is. Maybe one of her fans posted something about it. If only I knew someone who had time to scour a bunch of social media posts.
Miles?
Hello?
Hey, Pete. Just checking in.
Miles! Are you? Did you just hear what I said?
You said hello.
Huh. Guess your timing is just weirdly perfect. Anyway, I got a mission for you.
Like a spider mission? Oh man, let's do this!
I need you to look through social media and find the location of Screwball's 50 millionth follower party.
Oh. Okay. Sure. I'll call you as soon as I find something.
While I wait for Miles, I can do some Spidey patrolling.
It's not a glamorous job, but some nerds gotta do it. There are 3 other types of missions that need to be unlocked. And frankly, I just love them. It's like all the extra side content. It's one of those games where I actually want more of it. It's not like Yakuza or something, or Assassin's Creed, where there's just too much of it and it just bores me to death. It's like anything that has to do with Spider-Man is a spider plan. While we wait for Miles to do the most god-awful thing possible, search through social media, let's finally get back into the main story. I don't think we've gotten all that far. As far as Silver Lining goes, we've had the 2 other chunks thus far with Black Cat. I hope she's alive. That's all I have to say.
Open up, or we'll open it for you. Leave me alone.
Gotta get to that driver before they do.
Keep enemies from breaking into the truck until police arrive.
I liked you guys better when you were in the waste management business. They called me back up.
Why are they after an Oscorp truck?
Tell the next bunch to bring some snacks. Getting a little hungry.
His weighted banner is better than mine. Frankly, I do better at battle when I am not talking too much, so I'm not going to talk too much.
These guys sure are serious about stealing Sable Tech. Well, they're serious about everything, to be honest. Thanks, Spider-Man. That was a close one.
We've got it from here, Spidey.
Yeah, it's not just Sable Tech. It looks like they're after Oscorp Tech, too.
MJ, what's up?
Hammerhead guys are hitting an Oscorp shipping facility near Seaport.
Got it. I'm headed there now.
Question for you. We knew Hammerhead stole most of the Sable weapons already, and a bunch of equipment from police lockup. Now he's stealing Sable Tech that's bound for Symkaria. Where is he putting all this stuff?
No idea. But if we can find out where, we can cut off his supplies.
I'll try to cross-reference his men's activity with the city map. See if I can't nail down a location.
Good plan.
Hey, so I've been reading up on the situation in Simcaria. There's a ruling dictator attacking his own people. Apparently Silver Sable's been working alone to arm the rebels and fight back, but she's losing.
Sounds like she could really use the stuff Hammerhead is stealing from her.
Explains why she's so angry and desperate.
Maybe, but I also think that angry is just her default emotion. I'll let you know what I find at the shipping facility.
Project Olympus.
He's here! Get moving!
Where's the other Sable Tech going?
Hey, don't leave! I just got here!
Awesome! Now we're in a high-speed chase! I love all the different types of events this game has. Hold on. There we go.
You guys sure seem like you're in a hurry. Probably has nothing to do with all those stolen goods in the back, am I right? I'm sure it's all a big misunderstanding.
Isn't it always? Whoop. Come back here.
Police will be here soon to help you return what you accidentally stole.
Woo!
Now stay here while I go help your friends.
Give them the benefit of the doubt. They accidentally stole
Gotta
this
catch
stuff.
up to that other truck.
Whoop! Alright. End your swing at the bottom of the arch
Oh,
for
no,
speed.
You saw me. Fine, you win this round. And your prize is a one-way ticket to Rikers.
Woohoo! Oh,
Just 2 more.
hold on. I can do this on foot. Never mind. Whoa! Uh-oh. Crap!
She's gonna kill someone.
Let's not let it be me.
What the hell is that thing? Okay, let's just get us out of here.
Oh, no,
Oh,
not the
oh.
park.
Don't worry. I'll get him.
You got no kidding. Drive faster!
Sorry about that fruit platter. Looked really good. If you guys had stopped earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
What is going on? I got it.
Sable, what are you doing? You're just escalating things. Let me handle the rest of these guys. Back to the chain.
No! They cannot escape with this equipment.
Oh, great, more of them.
They're not going to escape with they escaped with the equipment. Maybe I could just run on the plane. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Stop firing!
Aw.
You guys really gotta find another line of work. Although maybe you have good work-life balance. Who am I to judge?
True. Always strive for a good work-life balance. Oh, man, I never get tired of the
Now stop
animations.
stealing stuff. I'm tearing apart the whole financial district.
This is
Can't
a
wait
lot.
to hear from Jameson after this one.
Those cool explosions in the sky, though, are pretty awesome. Come back here. Woo!
Roger that. Here they come.
Hammerhead's got drones now? Guess he's really into modernizing his workforce. Those drones are going after Sable. I should help her, right? Right.
Right. Oh, this is just like kind of tracking down the pigeons. Come back here, you angry birds.
If I could land on the wing, I could use both web shooters.
Oh, exactly what I've been trying to
Sable, I
do.
just want to make it very clear. I'm trying to help you right now. Get off. Sure thing. As soon as I take out the rest of these drones. Hey, Sable, you're all clear now. I'll
Oh,
just assume silence means thank you in Simcaria. Okay, now
I'm
on to
getting
that
thanked
last
all the
truck.
time. Yeah, not to say that she's doing bad, but I mean, we're pretty good at escalating situations as well, so.
Easy, easy.
Where's Hammerhead?
If I talk, he'll kill me. So you do what you gotta do.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Look, we both want the same thing. If we work together, we'll find him. Trust me.
Right. We work together. Like partners.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, okay.
partners.
I've got a bug in my suit, and it's not just me.
So you'll call me? I am 77% sure she's not a robot.
I'm 70% sure your spider sense should be tingling. I've got lice.
Attention units, there's an assault in progress.
That doesn't sound good. Better check it out.
I don't think Miles is going to help me arrest Screwball anytime soon. Let's just keep with the pace. Oh,
Miles,
speaking of devil.
got?
Check it out.
Miles, that's great.
Oh.
Thanks so much.
Do you want me to meet you there? Just in case you need some backup?
No, but don't worry. We'll get you out in the field soon enough.
Cool. Okay, can't wait. Like, literally, waiting is really hard.
I know, Miles, I know. Talk soon. Okay, rooftop party near Church and Broom.
Is that
I think
so?
the saddest thing about Screwball is that, in a way, she's a victim of her own fans. Most criminals have an end goal, but I don't think Screwball does. She's just a social media addict. As long as her fans keep giving her validation, she's going to keep doing more and more dangerous stunts. Which is why I need to stop her. Tonight.
I kind of know some people that fit that bill. Like, as long as you keep getting validation online, you're just going to keep doing what you're doing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dangerous activity, but if it monopolizes your life, you know, makes you so that you can't function in society, it's kind of a detractor.
Something tells me you guys don't have a license for this thing.
Woo!
Hey, Peter.
Miles, you done with your assignments?
Yeah, and I can see why it's so important. But listen, I took a look at those web shooters in your bag. Are those for me?
Yes, but only when you're ready. What are you doing in my bag?
It was open, and I could see them, sort of. And I just noticed that the nozzle size and shape is the same as your other ones.
Yeah, so?
Well, according to Hooke's law, elastic force is linear with distance given all factors are equal. But you and I aren't equal.
Wow, you're right.
Huh.
Just a few pounds can affect tensile strength, rate of web fluid consumption.
And a few other things. But I've done all the calculations. If we just tighten the nozzle diameter by 0.7 millimeters, it all pretty much evens out.
I think I've officially underestimated you.
That's a good thing, right?
Seems like you're more than ready for field trip.
Oh, sorry, Miles. I got a party to attend to. I already don't like this.
Okay, Screwball must be here somewhere. Unless
It's
she's
not like we're
faking me out
blending
again.
in.
This feels like a party she'd want to attend.
Hey y'all! Hope you're having fun. Don't forget to tag me in your selfies. Ooh, look! Spider-Man's here! What a nice surprise!
Where's the voice coming from?
Everyone ready for the season finale?
Screwball! Don't move!
What?
Come on! The world is watching!
Where did you
Just
get this
because
tag?
people are watching, it doesn't mean you're any better of a person.
Wow! Mood
That's true.
Killer. Try to keep the banter light and fun, okay?
Oh, it's nice to see Miles coming into his own. What is... Oh, wow. Complete every photobomb that Screwball activates to defuse the traps they're hooked up to. Okay, this is crescendoing. Not only are we chasing her, classic scene, but we're doing all of the other crap that she's had me do before. Wait, did that photobomb happen in reverse? Huh.
Stop!
No way, Jose! Look at that spike in concurrent viewers! We gotta keep this thing... Oh,
You are too into the metrics, girl. Okay, hold on. Okay, I wasn't so sure about one of those. It like went up and then it went back.
twist.
Okay,
Everybody's got drones these days.
lots of stuff going on. Am I supposed to be destroying the drones? Yes, clearly. They're somewhere around here, but I'm also pursuing this lady, so hold on. Oh, I was just really falling behind. That's what was going on.
Here, catch!
Whoa! Whoa! That's actually, that's pretty, but pretty dangerous as well.
Get that!
Defuse bomb, defuse bomb, defuse bomb, defuse bomb, defuse bomb. Come back! Come back! Take it! Ah, where in the world is San Diego? You know what? I'm not hitting this. This is literally just like everything all at once, everywhere. Where are you, girl?
Miss it!
Okay. I'm a fan of these anyway. Whee! Drone, drone, drone. Oh, holy balls. Screwballs. Shore drones before taking her down. Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Your followers don't care about you. Why do you care about them?
I'm a role model. I have a responsibility to my people.
I sometimes believe the same thing.
You have a responsibility to do the right thing. To stop running and admit what you've been doing is wrong.
Squeeze me!
Crash one drone because you're hurting people.
Hate to break it to you, SM, but you're the one who hurts people.
That's all of them. Finally, time to get close and finish this.
You were gonna say I'm the one who hurts people. Sometimes. Crack to the jaw, you know, a visit to your local dentist, but I try to not kill people. Oh, come back here. It's the black cat pursuit all over again.
You only caught me because I wanted you to catch me! Look how many followers I gained! Yes! You guys know who I am, right? Of course you do. Mind if I live stream on the way to the station?
Officially unfollowed.
This is sad that I slightly relate to this in some ways. But let's not try to go to the extremes. I do not compromise who I am just to get followers and subscribers, which is why I don't have many. But in the immortal words of Screwball, like, comment, and subscribe! Was that dramatic irony or being a hypocrite when I said that I don't commit to those types of heinous social media stuff and then immediately said
as I was
subscribe?
saying,
Never mind.
I think I've officially underestimated you.
That's a good thing, right?
Seems like you're more than ready for field training. As soon as I'm done dealing with Hammerhead.
Yes. Can I start practicing with the web shooters in the meantime?
Nope. And if I find out you even left the house, I'll call it off.
Man, you're like the most and least fun superhero ever.
With great power comes great responsibility. And I can't wait to have a hand at Miles. I've got his game. I just don't know if I have it in me to play it on the channel. Like, I'm just trying to finish up this game. I don't think I should put anything else out there. If you want me to play it, I will. But if I don't hear anything, I won't do anything. That's just how I'm going to go forward from now on. I'm learning. I'm learning that I should have my own expectations.
Hammerhead's crew have a Sable agent pinned down. Not exactly a fair fight. Let's even the odds a bit.
Do I have to be stealthy or do I have to beat them up? Either or. You know what else is not fair? Me using a takedown on the big dude.
I should have called first.
Woo! I've got the equalizer ability equipped, which is really dangerous but really handy because if I use it, enemies go down in one hit, but so do I. And I was realizing in some of those events against Screwball that I really should just use my abilities that cheese it. Face masks?
Hey, you have to teach me how you do all that.
I wish I could say there was an art to it. Mostly I just try to go where the bullets aren't.
Well, I am in your debt.
What were these guys after?
These are humanitarian supplies bound for Simcaria. You have heard of this civil unrest?
I heard it was more of a civil war.
Indeed. Well, these men attacked me and stole most of the supplies. But they took them... I do not know.
I'll keep an eye out and let you know if I find any. Nice to meet you,
David. David Obademi.
Spider. Spider-Man. Okay, that sounded way less awkward in my head.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, MJ.
Peter, head to Soho Yoko. I have a lead I need you to check out. One of my jailhouse sources just told me that some of Hammerhead's guys are always at a certain pizza shop. Maybe you can trail them, find out where Hammerhead's supplies are.
You know, just once I'd like to have a phone call where we talk to each other about our days. Like normal people.
Okay, so, honey, how was your day?
Well, Sable and I caught some bad guys.
Oh, so you are working together.
In concept.
You two have to find a way to work it out. Hammerhead's too powerful to take on alone. My jailhouse source also said that Hammerhead's using this Project Olympus stuff to, quote, improve himself even further.
Further? He was already a walking tank.
Exactly my point. If you two don't stop him soon, he might become unstoppable.
And clearly Sable probably doesn't want to take this guy in alive, much like Yuri. Who is MIA? I hope she's not gone forever. I liked having a spider cop buddy.
With hazardous materials has been seized by Magia.
Ooh.
Location is north of Houston. Over.
Gotcha. But I do like just having a conversation once in a
guys,
while with our
the bad days are
MJ.
about to get worse.
Put it back together. I feel like there were other things I wanted to say, but my brain has turned to mush. Equalizer! Pulverizer.
Whoa, look at Spider-Man go.
Look at Spider-Man go? Go to the afterlife. Since he's tracking us, let's not go home anytime soon.
Too many people around. I'm not gonna be able to get close looking like this. Maybe if I ditch the suit.
Oh! How dare you!
There. Now I'm just your average New Yorker. Hey, I think that's the place that got a 3-star review in the Bugle last week. No wonder it's crowded.
Oh, is 3 stars good? I thought 5 stars was better. Now I want pizza.
Then mine or yours?
Mine. Yeah, what's up? Okay, tell him we're on our way. Hey, come on. We gotta run an errand for Tony.
Now? We're
Gotta run
almost
an
to
errand
the
for
front of the
Tony.
line.
I know. Just come on.
Need to run an errand for Tony? Those have to be Hammerhead's men. Better follow him,
Dark?
but not too close.
So what do we gotta do for
It's
Tony?
cool to be playing
His
as
laptop.
Peter Parker.
Guess he left it in his car.
You serious?
Have we done
Yeah,
that
you get his
before?
own
I can't
damn
remember at this
laptop.
point.
Boss probably has him doing something more important.
Somebody following us?
Be cool, Pete. Be cool.
Guess not. Where is the boss anyway?
I don't know. Tony probably does, though. He's tight with the boss.
Damn freaking Tony.
Tony. Sorry. No time for brochure.
Tight with the boss.
Okay, sure.
Hey, that kid look familiar to you?
Oh, look, someone posted a cat video. Better watch that right now.
Yeah, all these kids look the same.
He's also the one who helped the boss come up with that trap for the Sable chick.
Yeah, like that's never gonna work.
I don't know. Sounds like a good plan to me. And if we get her, we get the rest of her stuff, so...
So now you're on Tony's side? Yeah, I see how it is.
I guess since Hammerhead augmented himself already, it sort of falls in line with his personality to keep going with the
Listen,
upgrades
I'm gonna go
and
talk to Sal.
the suits
People
and stuff
off
like
the
that.
Yeah.
He's rising to the occasion with the vacuum that we left with
Tony.
Kingpin out of the picture and yada
Gotta
yada
get
yada.
closer to hear what they're saying. If I can't get next to them, maybe I can get above them. Need to get out of sight. Maybe climbing walls until I'm hidden.
Oh, cool! We get. Oh man, this reminds me of like Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 1. It was one of the Spider-Mans where you can opt into just being Peter Parker swinging through the city, and that's kind of cool. Plus, I mean, we've got our web shooters on right now, so. Okay, so you're telling me right over here is a nice safe spot. Good. Spider-Man!
You
Spider-Man!
can see me. Now
Peter
I can climb up to
Man.
the rooftop.
Up.
If I get above those guys, I can hear them. Gotta get to that alleyway.
Can this be one of my suits to unlock, just like Spider-Man? Spider-Man Peter Parker? Peter-Man?
Swear on my mother's grave. Guy thinks he's next in line.
Ha! Next in line to shine my shoes, maybe.
Ain't that the truth? Anyways, Tony said he needs his laptop. Guess it's got all kinds of important stuff on it.
As laptops do. We put it up in C3.
Slot C3, huh? If I can get Tony's laptop, it could lead me to Hammerhead.
Thanks. Oh, wait.
Stimulating conversation, guys, but I've heard enough.
Take him out!
Okay, no more stealth.
Okay, now where's that laptop?
Is it in one of these cars? Cause I could just start ripping cars open. Say it was a C3.
Tony's laptop?
Oh, I was just gonna open all of them.
Nope, not this one.
I want them all up here. Tony laptop. Hello, Tony laptop. Tony laptop.
Let's see if I can hack into it. Bada bing. Looks like he's got a Find My Phone app installed. Let's see where you are, Tony.
Gotta be careful. Helpful apps can work against you.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, honey. How's your day?
Busy. Neck deep in research on Simcaria.
I'll make it quick then. Your tip was a good one. I'm on my way to one of Hammerhead's top men. If anybody knows where Hammerhead is, it's him.
That's great.
And one of his guys mentioned setting a trap for Sable. What do you think that means?
I think it means a bunch of old school Magia thugs feel threatened by a confident, powerful woman.
Right.
Sorry, Pete. I don't mean to blow you off, but
Feminism
I'm
for the
on a
win.
deadline, so...
Yeah, totally. Talk later.
Nothing against Ned in the MCU, but MJ, I much prefer you being my man in the chair. My woman in the chair. Strong, powerful woman. Feminist agenda. Down here.
No, I don't know when she's coming. You just gotta be ready.
There's Tony.
I don't think that's enough, guys. Double it up.
We're being stealthy, Tony.
Why are you making me do your job for you?
Hey, Tony, we're being stealthy, eh? Hey, Tony.
All right, then. How about this? How about I tell the boss exactly what you just told me? And if this thing goes south, he'll know exactly who to come down on. Yeah.
Can I be stealthy?
Thought. This ain't a negotiation. I am telling you what needs to be...
Probably not stealthy. Oh, you get. Sorry, I got my new spider armor on. Where'd Tony go? Tony?
Hey, Spider-Man. You see that Sable chick? You tell her my boss wants to have a sit-down.
Yeah, I could. But she doesn't really listen to me. Or anyone.
Oh.
Give me the address.
Wait, where... How did...
The address!
Colexco building. Rooftop.
No, wait, it's probably an ambush!
Girl's got style. Okay, gotta play catch up again.
Sable, you're headed into a trap!
It does not matter, as long as Hammerhead is there.
You don't get it! I'm trying to keep you from getting hurt!
I can take care of myself.
Usually you can, but Hammerhead's been using your Project Olympus stuff.
I know.
Then you know he's turned himself into some kind of giant Franken-monster.
And that is why I must stop him.
But not like this! Not by going right into a trap!
I mean, we've done similar
Sable,
things.
what are you doing?
She feels obligated. She has to undo what she did while also repairing her. Everybody's countries has got to be fixed, apparently. She's in a civil war. We're constantly in a war for the neighborhood. It's a simpatico type thing. We're friends, right?
Oh, hey, look, a trap. If only we had some kind of advance warning.
I can handle this.
I'm sort of tempted to sit back and watch, but that would just be petty. Trapped over their own tech. Looks like the whole thing is powered by those generators.
Okay. Then we undo the generator.
Okay, now how do I get her out of this?
Oh.
One down.
Oh.
You doing okay in there, Sable? Or is it Silver? Or is it something else?
Yeah, no time for banter. Equalizer, kick in and get butt kicked. Okay, wait till I'm not get shot to turn on the magic punchy thing and then punch you the big dude. The skill really is a double-edged sword. What other weapons do I have in my arsenal?
Or is it Silver? Or is it something else?
Woo! Did that do a thing?
Wait, you don't have any friends, do you?
Oh.
Out of that for some reason.
Ooh. This is not working as well as I wanted it to. Okay. I'm not exactly doing great, but I'm kind of thrilled with the fact that the DLC just perpetually gets harder beyond what the main story was, because that feels like a really good progression. Gotta go fast. I don't like that ability. Honestly, I learned a lot from Screwball, and I really hate to admit that.
You know, talking about your feelings has been scientifically proven to reduce stress and improve mood. Just saying, you'd be doing us all a favor.
Sometimes I wish that was true.
Just one more.
Okay, I'm not dealing with the guys. Oh! I just want to get her free.
That's it. Okay, now let's get out of here.
No. Stay here. Hammerhead will come to us.
Not so sure that's a good idea.
Agreed. Okay, at least she can help me take down the big bads. Even with her help, these guys are ridiculous. Okay, they mean business. I'm staying up in the air. And not to mention, you know, friendly fire is a thing.
Can we please get out of here now?
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Aesthetically, conceptually, I just hate this. Wow.
See you in hell, bug.
Okay, we're good. Ish.
2 for 1. My lucky day.
Black Cat! And yet somehow I think he's fine. That's all kind of disturbing.
You're alive.
Did you honestly think I was dead?
How did you find me?
Same way she did. Watch out. That girl has trust issues.
How long have you been watching me? Watching us?
Long enough to know you're making a mistake. Hammerhead's gotten too powerful.
Do you really think I have a choice?
Here.
Wait, is that...
Everything you need to know about that ugly thing. Sorry for what I did to you. But now we're even. One more thing. His head, not as strong as you think it is.
Bye, Felicia. Let's see what's on this thing.
I'm glad that the story is not over yet. Complete Olympus hideouts around the city to earn base tokens. Nice. But I'm glad that it's compounding. Like, the events feel like they are leading up to something. I will immediately say that I do not like just like the psychological aspect of his character design. The fact that someone somewhere at some point decapitated him and attached him into that machine and somehow have him alive and yet mechanized. It's really a psychological phobia of mine. I don't like medical stuff, and just thinking about how it was possibly done to him to make him look that way is honestly kind of disgusting and creepy, and I don't like it. I mean, sure, fine, it fits him as a character to want to augment himself, but to that extreme, did he really have that much bodily damage that he needed a brain
that base. I bet they have
rebrand?
those stolen humanitarian supplies in those other bases. I should call David about this.
Hello.
Hi, David. It's Spider-Man. I think I may have found those humanitarian supplies bound for Symkaria.
Great. Can you send me the locations?
Well, there's just one wrinkle. They're in heavily fortified bases guarded by bionic madmen with futuristic weapons and impenetrable armor.
That is quite a wrinkle.
Why don't I scope out their hideouts first and get back to you?
Thank you, Spider-Man. I greatly appreciate all your help.
I don't know how Hammerhead worked in the comics.
Time to check in with MJ.
Peter, are you okay? I saw people posting pictures of you and Hammerhead and Sable
And Black Cat. Normally she brings bad luck. Not this time.
I knew she was still alive. What was she doing there?
Saving my skin. And giving me a lead on Hammerhead's hideouts. Turns out he's been stashing all of the stolen Sable tech underground.
What? How?
I'm on my way to find out. And hopefully rescue Sable. If she's still alive.
Listen, I've been digging into this Symkaria thing. It's a big story. Something I feel like I need to be a part of. My boss agrees.
Wait, you're going to Symkaria? When?
Tonight. It's a rapidly developing situation. You and Sable can take care of Hammerhead. You don't need me.
Just because I don't need you doesn't mean I don't need you.
That's sweet. But listen, other countries are ignoring this crisis, including ours. These people are helpless, all alone in the middle of a war zone. If I document what's happening and share it with the rest of the world, it might change things. Maybe even save lives.
Spoken like a true hero. But the thought of you heading into a war zone worries me.
Do you trust me?
You know I do.
Then we're good. I gotta go home and pack. I'll call you tomorrow when I get there. I love you.
I love you too.
Emotionally, that just feels good to hear.
I miss her already.
I love MJ's character development. I love that she's not just, oh, I want to be an actress, oh, I want to be a model. It's like she's doing something. She's kind of like Lois Lane
Maggia are raiding a Sable supply convoy.
in that
Available officers,
aspect.
move on the financial district.
I am an available officer. But yeah, I'm not sure about Hammerhead's, like,
Turns out
interrupting.
traditional media isn't dead quite yet. Not that any of my listeners ever had a doubt. They're used to getting world-class content on a regular basis. But I'm, of course, talking about Screwball and her live-streaming band of bandits finally getting yanked off the air. Or the web. Whatever. The point is, we can all once again rest easy knowing we don't have to live in constant crippling fear of the awful sound of a so-called internet personality spewing nonsensical acronyms into the Ethernet. Internet. Whatever. How is this for a meme, Screwball? Goodbye! What do you mean that's not a meme? Of course it is. I just made it one.
It could be. Topical. I mean, meme was a term developed by Richard Dawkins as a similar sounding term to gene. You know, meme as in memetic, as in memory, as a reproducible through a society rather than through genetics. So it's any piece of information that is sort of like catches on and becomes duplicable, you know, repeats itself, passes itself on like a gene. So as far as language is, that's kind of a meme. And so saying goodbye, God be with you, is kind of a meme. So he's kind of right. I mean, as far as what memes are on the internet, he's wrong. But interruption aside, I was saying that I don't know what Hammerhead's direction was in any of the comic universes. This feels in line to his personality, but just feels a little bit weird to me. Like, as the overarching villain of the DLC, I guess it is a conclusion that ties things together, what with the Sable Tech and, you know, the Maggia coming in to fill the vacuum left by the Kingpin. But I'm not 100% on board with this. It's just my own personal note on it. I think it's a little bit weird that he's gone full mecha. It's kind of in line with what happened with Otto Octavius, with, you know, a technological enhancement kind of deal, but it feels like him having a mechanized body and just an organic head. Not only is it just freaking me out, but it also feels a little bit higher pay grade than Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I kind of really dig this universe keeping it kind of grounded, even though there are plenty of ways that it's not, like me sticking to a wall. It's definitely not on the ground here. But again, not clamoring for Hammerhead. There are plenty of other decent villains, but if you're going to use one for a DLC, it kind of fits. And I hope we have some sort of good conclusion with Yuri. Meanwhile, time for brain to turn off. I have attacking to do. Man, the fact that these stupid giant guys with the guns aren't special enemies anymore, they're like average encounters, is both ridiculous and yet incredibly gratifying.
I can't even imagine what the people in Symkaria are going through right now. Hope these shipments help.
True. All these same types of mechanized Maggia are also the same enemy type that the Syncarians are facing. And good for MJ for going and doing some humanitarian journalism. Also gets her out of the way so that she doesn't get in trouble in here.
No, Jared, I said I wanted crushed ice, not putting it live. Oh. Haha! Listener, rushheads, stop me if you heard this one before. Spider-Man just chased a bunch of thugs through the streets, putting citizens in danger and leaving millions in property damage in his wake. And this time, he had a little help from a certain silver-haired vigilante who turned the financial district into her own personal shooting gallery with a flying death machine. But that's not the worst of it, folks. Oh no. What could be worse, you ask? The traffic, the gridlock. It was so bad that yours truly missed a very important dental appointment. Now I have to wait 6 months for the next opening. How many other people miss dental appointments because of this? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands? Which, of course, leads us to the obvious conclusion. Spider-Man causes social
You know what? It seems petty, but actually kind of justified when you figure, like, yeah, sure, we know what's going on. We have Spider-Man's perspective. We were trying to do right. But just like an average, everyday citizen on the street, like, this kind of stuff could just get on your nerves, especially your tooth nerves. The tooth stuff is important. I actually suffered 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe, tooth infections, all from the same tooth. Recurring, that probably could have killed me at any point. Like 2 or 3 years ago, and I didn't have the insurance, and I thought maybe it would go away, but it didn't, and frankly, I was risking my life over nothing, and I spent a whole year going to the dentist, and finally got everything put right in rain, and, you know, that's just an important message about taking care of yourself. There's literally no room for me to quip at all. I actually have to focus on all these fights, which is cool, but it also consuming a lot of thought. Man, if I had the gear, it would just be tactful for me to put web traps against the door, so whenever people were walking up and I wasn't noticing, they just get stuck to it. But I'm just haphazardly using my gadgets to survive.
People in Symkaria need these supplies. Hopefully they'll get shipped out soon.
Well, that's this district done. The calls just kept coming in, so I kept coming. Now, on to the main event.
The entrance to his hideout must be somewhere close by.
I'm the amazing unicorn man. Oh, right. Professional. Let's see. It's underground. So, it's in this trash can. Nope, not it. This trash can.
Signal's coming from somewhere around here.
This away. Yes?
Huh, must be underground. Guess it's time for some urban spelunking.
Now that's a screenshot. I like the cell shading on this. It gives it kind of a, like a colored manga kind of vibe.
Ugh, that's a new smell. Yuck. Hope I find Sable before the fumes overwhelm her. If I can get through this without getting wet, that'd be a win.
Is that a challenge? Okay, how about this? Huh, you can hear everybody above the streets. That's cool. Here we go.
Hello? So cool. Hey!
Is it?
Sibilance! Sibilance!
What? What's sibilance? Is that Sable's maiden name?
Whoa, look at this place. The amount of work it takes to make this city run is just crazy. I'll never take fresh water for granted again.
You know what? That's true. I admire you admiring this stuff. It's actually pretty cool just how amazing modern cities can be. Even fictional ones. That door don't do nothing.
Well,
but I don't
guess
like
I'll
it.
just go with the flow.
I half expect enemies to pop out. I really do intend not to get wet.
The way to go is down.
Actually, I probably get hurt if I get wet. I don't know how it
See where
works.
this leads.
But this is just a matter of
Looks like
pride.
some loose bricks up ahead.
Am I gonna run into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Okay, onward.
Yep. Onward. Onward.
Hammerheads, guys. They've taken over an abandoned subway platform. Gotta take these guys out, then look around for Sable.
I don't like this. These guys are actually tough. I wonder how stealthily I could get this done. Probably consume a whole lot more time, but then again, dying over and over consumes a whole lot of time, so let's try it. Whopping! That's so satisfying. And probably a lot of head trauma. Wonder what the odds are that I can hit one with a tether and it'll trip the other one.
Hey! Whoops! That would make a terrible ninja.
It was just down to the guys who were having conversations with themselves. Oh, hold on. Maybe there was enough space between all the guys that it wasn't a full alert? Oh, it wasn't. Oh, getting the big guy is the best. Now, if you could just step over into that trap I laid down, that'd be great. No? Okay.
Hey,
Trust me, it's less painful this way. Okay, that's all of them. Now, I bet if I follow the power cables, I'll find where they're holding Sable.
Man, there's such a lovely blend of investigation and sleuthing. I know it's the same thing. But stealth and, you know, combat. It's just nice that it isn't just a...
I should follow the power cables.
It's just not a one-trick pony. We got a lot of the stuff. Okay, find the power cords. I'll be right back. Huh.
Nice. Okay, follow the yellow wire. Better not find any lions, tigers, or bears. Ah, tunnel's blocked.
I was gonna
But I
make
think I can
that
still
joke!
squeeze through.
And I didn't let him finish the joke either. I'm doubly disappointed. Follow the yellow brick road. Oh well. I don't want to get wet. That's not gonna solve anything.
Body bags? Well, this just took a turn.
I mean, it's the Maggio. What do you expect? Also, the controller took a turn. It was all flippity floppity. There we go. I swear I will not land in this water. Whether or not it's a gameplay element or not, I don't care. I plan on not getting wet. I also plan on not getting caught.
Project Olympus. These pods require a lot of electricity. Must be why they're leeching off the subway.
Huh. I would like to know a little bit about this, even though Frankenfreak gives me the creeps.
I told you, I just helped manufacture these things. I didn't design them.
Guess we got the wrong guy then. On the bright side, now we got our first test subject.
No! No! Don't turn it on! Please! Just give me a few minutes. I can figure it out.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Project Olympus. Is this Oscorp? No, it's Sable Tech, but they kidnapped Oscorp scientists to try and figure it out.
Have a look around, see what I can learn.
Oh, I'm learning, all right.
Sable jetpacks. I'd pay good money to see Hammerhead's guys learning to fly in these things for the first time.
Yeah, but I'd pay money for them to never learn to fly because I keep running into them and it's ridiculous.
XRT-89, subterranean troop deployment vehicle. That's the real name? I'm sticking with Dig Boy.
Oh yeah, Dig Boy, Dig Dug. And this one.
Wow. If Hammerhead gets his hands on this thing, we're in serious trouble.
Man, with the level of technology that is present in the universe, not necessarily always in New York, what would Sable Tech and Oscorp's Biotech and AIM makes me wonder what a Tony Stark would look like in this universe. As much as I'd like to see the Avengers show up in this, kinda, maybe, kinda don't. I kinda like Spider-Man being his own character with his own problems, instead of being like pulled up into like alien and other dimensional type shenanigans.
That cop almost killed me. I thought you said I'd be indestructible.
I said almost indestructible. After all, you're still human.
Then make me less human.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean what I said. Now get to work.
Okay, you're laying the groundwork for me to sort of pick up the pieces of his psyche and figure out why he would want this. And okay, it's making me understand more of the direction his character is going. Don't have to like it though. Who took the Polaroids? Would you quit struggling? I've been hearing you this entire time. Getting on my nerves. Okay, anything else? Okay.
Sounds like she's close. There.
Well, that triggered all of a sudden. Time to go. Not a drop on me. Well, probably.
High voltage wires and sewer water. What could possibly go wrong? If there's one takeaway from this underground lair thing, it's that Hammerhead should have fewer thugs with guns and a lot more safety inspectors.
Ah! That was shocking. I should pay more attention to the sparks and listen to the subtitles.
Every minute I am here is another nail in your coffin.
Spirit. I like it.
I will never give you what you want.
Oh. What on earth? Should have charged the battery, dude. Mania has a drill and yet amazing lightning handcuffs. Wanna be friends now?
You came back for me. Why?
Because I need you.
I work alone.
I used to say the same thing. I know what's happening in Symkaria. I know why this means so much to you.
You think you know, but you do not know.
What can I do to make you trust me?
Don't say take off the mask.
Look, I think I know how we can take down that monster, but I can't do it alone.
Damn it! He let her loose!
Speaking of the four monsters. Oh no! It's the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Okay, here's the plan.
That's the plan of attack.
Good plan.
Partner time! Frankly, if dealing with a Hammerhead Frankenstein gives me more video game, it's like the greatest blessing this DLC could possibly give me. Sure, I may not like his character or the direction it's going. I really prefer him to be an underling than an overlord, but it's just nice to have a fight. I think the fight's more satisfying after we did a little bit of exploration, finding clues, and going through the air vents and stuff again. It was nice to see some elements that we were introduced to at the beginning of the main campaign just resurface and reassert the different elements of Spider-Man's personality. And now all I need to do is just not die. Map offline, isn't that nice? Yeah, I know I'm going back and forth between the suits, but there's just so many of them and they're so nice. I'm also burning through a lot of these abilities that aren't really working for me.
You must teach me how to use them.
I wish I could, but it's a whole big intellectual property thing. A dig boy, of course.
Did you say
a dig boy?
Dig boy?
Yeah, way better than the real name, don't you think?
I think so too. I didn't see where they parked the dig boy. My mind is kind of occupied.
Hey, Sable, where did you learn to fight?
On the streets of Symparia.
Yeah, I learned from watching movies. We should compare notes.
Or watch movies together. Go! Going ghost! About to be turned into a ghost. Oh man. Seeing these other guys waking up out of their test tubes, and I figured, hey, why not just put some traps in their way, huh? That'd be nice.
Your webs are effective in combat.
Not as much as you think. You know, it's really just fantastic to be back in this Marvel Spider-Man game. This Marvel game in particular. It's been a long while playing Marvel's Avengers, and while it has its ups, it has its downs, I found some enjoyment in it. Frankly, this is the superior Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man was actually my least favorite character to play in that game. You want to know why? Frankly, Spider-Man was one of many bugs in that game. I'm not even joking. These fights are actually taking all of my concentration. I don't know. You tell me, anybody who's actually watching this or have ever watched any of my videos ever or any of my Spider-Man, like, do you prefer stuff that's just commentary? Because I can't provide a lot of that right now in the fights. Or do you actually like watching the fights? Because I could just leave that in. You can see my struggle. See how well I actually do when I'm not talking. Kind of late to ask of that, but, you know, better late than never. It's worth commenting on how in the last DLC at the end, Hammerhead was wearing this technology and was the big bad. And now in this section, all of his flunkies are wearing it, and he is even upgraded it. Oh, if only we actually did that in the gameplay.
That was awesome! High five!
You said you could defeat Hammerhead.
You, know you left me hanging, right?
Oh, I love this game's music.
There are medical records in here.
Yeah, mostly about that metal plate in his head.
Carbon steel.
Super strong, pretty sensitive to heat.
Yes! Yes! Please!
I have an idea.
Aww.
I solemnly swear to do whatever you tell me to.
I will call soon.
Yes!
But yeah.
Oh yeah. I love this. I love this so much. They've done such good work with Sable's character. She was once just a 90s grunge thing, and now she's my new best friend.
Guess I'll do some Spidey work while I wait for Sable's call. Hey, what's that?
What is?
What's with all the yellow stuff? Is this some weird street artist thing?
Could be. Maybe this building is just trying to condemn itself. What?
A police report. Looks like someone was killed during a mugging, but nothing was stolen. What's with the audio recorder?
So, you have some work-related stress. Well, you came to the right place. That's my specialty.
So they tell me.
Give me some more specifics about how you're feeling.
Guess you could say I put a lot of pressure on myself. I like to be the best. Plus, I have a very demanding boss.
And what kind of work do you do?
Everything here stays confidential, right?
Of course.
Good. Because if any of this gets out, you're a dead man.
The case file says 1 of 9. There must be more of these out in the city. There's a bunch of GPS coordinates here.
It's a side mission.
I love treasure hunts, but something tells me I'm not gonna find a chest full of gold at any of these places.
I guess the guy didn't keep all of those secrets, and so he ended up dead. Sounded a bit like Hammerhead, but I'm not going to make too many assumptions just
I'm
because
close to another crime scene.
This is his story arc or anything. Oh, Spider-Man and Sable's dynamic. It's like good cop, bad cop. It's like, you know, the classic comedy duo like Penn and Teller or Abbott Costello. It's the whole like straight man, funny man thing, and I love it.
Mystery person's calling card.
Overshots.
Hey, Peter. Just letting you know I haven't left the house.
Glad to hear it. What's up?
I've been listening to the police radio, and there's stuff happening all over the city, like constantly.
Pretty overwhelming, isn't it?
How do you do it? I mean, you can't be everywhere at once.
Remember what May used to say. You help someone, you help everyone.
Yeah. But I never really understood what she meant.
Okay. You know that lady that came in to feast the other day with her 2 kids?
The one who just got evicted?
Yeah. After she found a job and was about to move into her new place, she told me, as soon as I get my first paycheck, I'm sending as much as I can back to this shelter.
So we helped her, and now she wants to help others. Helping is like a force multiplier.
Exactly.
May was pretty great, wasn't she?
The greatest. I'm gonna send you an address as soon as I'm done with all this, so stay ready. And bring those web shooters with you.
Finally!
Taking him under our wing. That's nice. They said May in a past tense. Spoiler alert.
This looks familiar. I think it's the last known location of a Maggia informant who disappeared a few months ago.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable. I think we should end the session.
Sorry, Doc. I didn't mean to scare you. I've just been paranoid lately. Like I said, stressful job.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job. Describe a typical day.
Typical day? Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see who the boss wants me to hit that day. Then I go grab breakfast. I've been trying to do that keto thing, you know? Then I do the hits. Sometimes it's messy, so I gotta head home and clean up. I try to get to the gym in the afternoon, then dinner, and
Sorry, can you go back for a moment? What does do a hit mean exactly?
It means I kill who my boss tells me to. I'm pretty good at it by now. Get what, the resume?
This guy sounds like a Maggia enforcer. Feels like this is just part of the story. I should keep an eye out for more scenes like this.
That's the plan. It sounds an awful lot like Hammerhead, right? I'm not the only one hearing it.
Whoever set up these scenes really likes the color yellow.
Is that a clue? Hammerhead didn't kill him. Did he? Did he hire someone to kill? Why? Yeah. Color schemes. So confused. You know, a lot of the bright pigments of the comic book characters was because of the limitations of printing technology and, of course, the cost of actually producing it. They used a lot of cheap paper, and so they had to use like really bright primary colors, and they used a lot of conflicting colors, which is why, you know, Spider-Man being red and blue, bright, flashy, but also his counterparts are the opposite end of the spectrum. So green, you know, Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Lizard, Vulture. It's just, you know,
another crime report.
Another crime report.
Let's hear what the recorder has to say.
So what do you think, Doc?
Well, clinically, you're a sociopath. You have no remorse for your actions. You clearly are not stressed. I doubt you think there's actually anything wrong with you. So, why did you really come see me today?
You're smart. I like that. Okay, let's get right to it then. You do what I tell you, and I won't kill your family.
Whoa.
You want to get right to it? Okay then. I know why you're really here. I knew who you were the minute you walked in that door. And I also know that before I do anything for you, you're gonna do something for me.
Well, that took a turn.
What?
These crime scenes all feel like covers for Magia hits. And if the guy on the tape is a Magia enforcer, maybe he's the one who killed all these people.
I'm confused. Is the therapist the hitman, or is it... I don't know. I think there was a call coming in. Yeah.
I am ready. Meet me at my base.
I've been meaning to ask. How exactly do you have a base in the city that I don't know about? Right. Good talk. Why is she always hanging up on me? Maybe she didn't hang up on purpose. Probably just got disconnected. She could be waiting for me to call her back.
God, these are the kind of talks I give myself all the
She
time.
could be running out of minutes on her cell phone plan. I mean, she's probably doing international roaming. That stuff is expensive.
Oh, whatever you gotta say to feel better.
Or maybe she just really needed to polish her pistols. Let's apply Occam's razor. The simplest and most obvious solution is... she hates me.
That's how all my conversations with myself end.
Logic takes the fun out of everything.
Dude, you're so right. You're so right. Logic takes the fun out of everything. Oh, I'm so self-analytical as well. Okay, where's the Bumblebee tape? Ha!
Reports
JJ.
are flying in about an incident in Midtown involving, you guessed it, Spider-Man. It's the same old story, same old menace. But here's a terrifying little wrinkle. My sources tell me that the Magia crime boss Hammerhead is now gone, and I quote, full cyborg. First we have robotic octopuses, and now a mixed-up Magia? Whatever happened to the good old days when criminals would just put on a dime store mask, stick their finger in their pocket, and try to rob a bank? Oh right, Spider-Man happened.
You know, there's some truth to that, I guess. It was later on in the Ultimate Comics when they actually tried to make Spider-Man intimately connected with all of his villains, and I kind of like that direction. It works to some extent that you're more likely to see better character development in the hero and the villain if they have a backstory together, and thematically it works. You know, whereas, you know, Hammerhead, I don't really give two craps about because he's just a thug who likes to replace his body parts.
Someone fell to their death from this ledge. It was ruled an accident. But was it? On the last recording, the therapist turned the tables on the Magia guy.
Welcome back. Have a seat. So, did you bring the,
Yeah. Hope this takes care of your cash flow problem.
Right. It most certainly does. Thank you. So, I assume you came to me because I have a few police officers as clients.
You assume correct. And my boss and I are only interested in one of them.
And who might that be?
Captain Yuri Watanabe.
Yuri? How is she mixed up in this? I'm afraid of where this story is going. I have to keep following it.
Oh, I need some answers. I knew she had a connection to the Magia and, like, really hated him so much that she wanted Hammerhead dead. I forget if what the personal connection was, if I already knew it. Otherwise, we're about to find out. But why leave a Banksy at the crime scene? Why the tape? Why the theatrics? Well, it just sort of fits the world we're living in. Oh.
Police ruled this a suicide, but Yuri had her doubts. The victim was part of Hammerhead's crime family. In the last recording, they talked about getting Yuri's mental health records.
Here's Captain Watanabe's file.
This everything?
Yes.
You ever record her sessions?
No, I never record any sessions. That'd be unethical and illegal.
Well, we'd like you to record her next session. And my boss has a list of questions he'd like you to ask. That gonna be a problem for you?
No problem.
I feel like I shouldn't be listening to these, and yet I can't stop. Seems that whoever left these wasn't satisfied with what the police concluded.
I like finding out about this. I'm also not going to question the weird legitimacy of someone leaving all these recordings also taped to a wall. I hope there's a reason for that other than just gameplay. Either way, I'm glad that I get a chance to see inside the psyche of Yuri, because I've really felt for her And, I mean, it's a crime family. You know there's got to be some wickedly bad stuff happening. But to have such personal connection with Yuri and then, like, have her not confide in us and try to do things on her own. And, you know, she was our police cop connection. And I hate that she's gone. And I want to find some closure for her. And I guess if peeping a little bit into, you know, the goings-ons in her brain pan or therapy sessions gives me some insight on how to help her. That's exactly what Spider-Man and I need to do. Plus, you know, we need to figure out about all the dead bodies and stuff like that. I suppose that's also important. Photograph nearby landmarks to earn landmark tokens. Been there, done that. Ah.
I hope whoever's leaving these has a good reason. I remember this. A person got electrocuted accidentally, but the victim had ties to Hammerhead. Yuri tried, but couldn't find evidence of foul play. All of these reports are from the last year or so. But last month, Yuri assigned herself to all of these cases. Was Yuri the one who left all those recordings?
Okay, Yuri, let's move on. Have your obsessive thoughts about the suspect continued?
Yes. Sometimes I feel like I've almost got him. And sometimes I feel like I'll never get him.
Are you doing your breathing exercises?
Trying to.
But...
I know who he is. I know where he is. And I know what he's done. But I can't do anything. Not without legally admissible evidence.
That must be frustrating.
You have no idea.
Seems like Yuri's hunch is that the guy on the tape is the guy that killed all these people. I think she might be right.
It's like a backlog of information that gives me clarity into where she was in her mental state and how it led up to the events of the last portion of the DLC. I wish I had known it sooner, but it's nice to know it at all. Not that it would have changed the course of the story or anything.
And there's the trademark yellow.
It would have made a difference to Spider-Man. Ah.
I remember Yuri saying this was ruled an accidental death. Food poisoning, I think. On the last one, Yuri sounded frustrated.
You have no idea.
That's it? Yes. I mean, we talked a little bit about her medication, but...
When is the next session?
Why? What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do whatever my boss tells me to do.
Oh no. Are they setting up a hit on Yuri? Gotta get to those other locations.
I'm lost in the timeline of all this. All these are tapes about deaths, but the deaths are from the past year, but these tapes are current sessions, right? Is Yuri in danger or not? I'm confused. Probably is, from the way Spider-Man is worried about her. Not that it needs to be Hammerhead or any sort of sinister villain who's actually behind all of it, but it'd be weird to just follow the tapes of some sort of mad Magia flunky and it just be that. This is one of those few games where fast travel is readily available at no penalty, and I never use it. The Perpetual Twilight is also a really nice atmosphere for this stage, because it's like not quite night. There's like some hope to it. You know, things are winding down, kind of like a conclusion to the story. What with it being the DLC and taking place after the main events, I might just be reading too much into it. But it's pretty. That's a lot of tape.
It has to be Yuri who's leaving all this stuff.
Wait a minute. Why would Yuri leave tapes of her own session where she's in trouble? She must have got out of the trouble. Are they turning Yuri into a vigilante? I don't know her character from the comics. That'd be kind of cool, but also kind of sad. Because it's nice for Spider-Man to work with like everyday folks and especially have a tie to the police department. But all of this could be leading to some sort of finale.
Another report and recorder. I almost don't want to listen.
Oh, I definitely want to listen. I want to figure out what the freak's going on.
I think there was a hit and run here recently. The victim was set to testify against one of Hammerhead's men. But of course, police never found a suspect. These case files are getting more and more recent. This one happened just a few weeks ago.
You seem nervous.
Yeah, well, the chief knew I was working undercover with you. I can't afford to lose my job. Maybe I should be the one doing breathing exercises.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Don't worry. I won't tell if you don't. Also, You're doing great. You're a very authentic-looking doctor.
Thanks. I think.
You think he knows you were wearing a wire?
If he does, he's a hell of a good liar.
He's a Magia enforcer. We know he's a good liar. Question is, does he know he's being lied to?
We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. You sure about all this?
We catch him in the act of trying to murder a police officer, he gets put away for life.
Yuri, what are you doing? I have to find her.
This is nuts! Oh, how the tables have turned. It's nice to see she's sort of doing police work, but didn't she get fired for attempted murder? A lot of this is off the books, but on a recording.
Yuri's been here. Now where's the file?
Right
I
there.
remember Yuri telling me about a drowning here. She was suspicious because the victim was a competitive swimmer.
Were they swimming with concrete shoes?
Hey, Captain.
You ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm all wired up on my way to the office. Just picking up a coffee first.
Okay. Drinks are on me when this is done.
Looking forward to it, Captain.
Yuri's suspended, but she still won't give up. Hard not to respect that.
Hi, can I just get a large coffee?
Hey there, Dot. Who's that you were just talking to?
Oh. Hey.
No. Oh, why did I listen to that?
Oh, God.
Call from an unknown number. Hello?
Hello, old friend.
Yuri?
Meet me at the corner of Madison and 23rd. We need to talk.
Wait, Yuri!
About a
She's
lot.
gone. With all that's happened to Yuri, she must be beyond hurting. She doesn't do anything without a reason. So why did she lead me on a grisly crime scene tour? She must have a lead on this enforcer guy. It'll be nice to see her. Maybe help her deal with whatever she's dealing with.
Clearly a psychotic breakdown of some sorts. Because a guy she wrapped into helping take down this thug got shot because of her. And then she set it all up and left me recordings. I mean, if the Magia dude had picked up even a single one of those recordings, they would have gotten found out anyway. So this is not quite thought through.
Wait, what? Yuri, what did you do? That's the Magia enforcer. Dead. And the case files from all his victims. This guy killed all these people. But does that mean he deserved to die? Yuri.
I know what you're gonna say, but just hear me out. The system works most of the time, but there are times when it doesn't. And to me, that's unacceptable. Some people put their trust in fate, or karma, or whatever. But I can only trust me.
You can't kill people, Yuri.
Apparently I can. And you know what? It felt good.
You need to turn yourself in.
For what? I just dispensed justice. True justice. And I restored a little bit of balance to the world.
You're my friend, Yuri. I don't want to come after you.
You do what you have to do, and I'll do what I have to do. Goodbye, Spider-Man.
Yuri! What am I gonna do?
Whoa.
This all makes sense now. What Yuri did to Hammerhead. She's been struggling with this for a while. She's always held in her emotions. That must take a toll on her. But she's also the most tenacious and stubborn person I know. This was a bad guy for sure, but killing him? That's too much.
Oh, man. Man, something that feels very significant happened, like, outside of the main campaign in this DLC, and that is we lost a core character in Spider-Man's, like, entourage. Like, Yuri, she's gone downhill. She's turned into a vigilante. I hope it's not something that's just being sprinkled in, like, you know, how they hinted at Black Cat in the main story and she didn't appear until the DLC. Like, I hope we see Yuri again by the end of this, maybe. I mean, frankly, if you're going to kill somebody, kill Hammerhead. I'm not too attached. But yeah, I guess that was just a Magia dude. He sounded awfully a lot like Hammerhead, but then again, I guess they all have that sort of gruff Macho Man kind of voice. Man, this game is just so fluid. It's so fun. And also, once I saw the trailer for Spider-Man 2, I was like, okay, gotta go back to DLC. Hype up, hype up. It's so good. Yeah, I played Marvel's Avengers to completion. Again, it's not a bad game. It's buggy. It had so much potential. It didn't work out. Give it a shot. Go watch it on my channel. It's not bad. Go rewatch this game on my channel if you haven't seen it. But this is the peak of a Marvel game.
Must be somewhere close by.
It's fun to play. It's really easy to maneuver. It's like once I had the controls again, like I really understood what I was doing, even though the game has been cranked up to an 11.
Hi, David. I'm at one of the hideouts. I'm surprised Sable had you working alone on this.
I resigned from Sable International in order to ensure the supplies made it to Symkaria.
Guess she's a true mercenary at heart, even choosing weapons over aid for her own people.
Sable is more than a mercenary. Trust me. Anyway, let me know if you find those supplies, and thank you.
Wakanda forever. I know you're not Wakanda, but I just felt like that. And I'm glad we got another character to just pal around with, do good things with. But yeah, I'm gonna do all this on my own and meet you back for what will be my finale to this Let's Play, which is way overdue. And I appreciate anyone who's listening. And it's just this game is pretty important to me. It's like top 10. Okay, I finished all the street crimes. That just leaves this one hammerhead operation to thwart. We've been talking with David, that is sort of colleague, friend, underling of Silver Sable. He's kind of nice. He has a backstory that is connected to her. Obviously, he was a teacher, and he didn't give up the names of students during a rebellion that was between basically a dictatorship and Silver Sable's family. And she may or may not have lost family during that fight, but if she did, she's keeping that to herself. So this is more personal than she lets on.
The entrance to his hideout must be somewhere close by. Huh. Must be underground. Guess it's time for some food. Hi, David. Think I found the last hideout.
Great work.
So, I was thinking, maybe we should store the caches at a local police precinct, just for safekeeping.
I would prefer to safeguard them myself.
I get the sense you're not telling me something.
I had a work visa with Sable International. It became invalid when I quit. Even an ID check right now could mean immediate deportation. I merely wish to finish this one task, and then I will go.
Maybe I could help you with the whole immigration thing.
Do not worry for me. This was my choice, and I have no regrets.
Hey,
I guess you aren't allowed to have a visa if you and the entire organization that you work for is kind of vigilante-esque at this point. Okay. 15 air launch attacks. Okay, 100 hit combo. Might be a little bit tough. But I got this. This should lead to maybe one side mission. It's the only thing that I have unaccounted for on the map. And then we're ready for the end.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, MJ. Can I ask a huge favor?
Sure, what's up?
Remember that story you did on the shortage of teachers in the city?
Oh!
I know someone who might be a good fit. If he had a visa.
I think some of the supers are offering H-1Bs based on credentials. Send me his info and I'll call around.
Aww. I like this conclusion to his story. Already helping Symkaria. She hasn't even left yet.
I thought the street above us smelled bad. Woo!
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
And done.
Looks like I cleared the place out. Whew.
Don't know what I'm doing with the tokens.
Now to find the supply cache for David.
Like I've got all the suits I need. I don't really need the tokens. Let's not get wet. Whee!
This must be the cache of humanitarian aid.
Okay. This didn't happen the other times.
David, the final supply caches are secure.
Thank you. I will take them all to the Symkarian embassy and make sure the aid is delivered.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I will. And thank you once more, Spider-Man.
Guess that's it. Hope MJ can pull some strings for him.
Hello.
Hey, David. What's up?
Spider-Man, I have the supply caches at the embassy.
Oh.
I think I am being followed.
Where are you?
I am not sure. I am...
David! David! Hold on. I'm on my way. Hammerhead's men knew David would be alone and vulnerable. I should have seen this coming. Hang in there, David.
I don't think I've ever had the game, like, pause and load before. That was weird. I thought Spider-Man was having some sort of drug trip. As a man who perpetually hangs a lot, it means something when he says for you to hang in there. David!
There's David. He's in trouble. Gotta move.
Dude sure can take a lot of shots. What's the smoothest way to go about this? Well, I guess wreak havoc.
Hi, David. You look like you could use a little help.
Woo! And the game paused. Paused by freezing. Frozen. Okay, this has never happened before. At least we get to listen to some Cityscape ASMR. I think I need to restart the game.
Almost there. You still good?
Yes, I approve. I approve too. Woo! David!
You okay?
Think so. Thank God for this sable armor.
So, what's next?
Deliver the caches to the Simkarian embassy. Thanks to you, the Simkarians will finally get the aid they need.
Just happy I could help. But I meant what's next for you?
Well, a few minutes ago I received a call from a school in Midtown. They offered me a visa if I accepted a teaching position. I don't suppose you had something to do with that.
Good things happen to good people.
I can't thank you enough. I will try every day to help my students achieve their dreams as you have helped me achieve mine.
Actually, I should be the one thanking you.
For what?
For reminding me why I'll always love this city.
Aww. You're my new best friend. Can we work at the same school? That'd be awesome. I have a part-time teaching job.
Or is the world a little brighter right now?
Actually, it's perpetually
I'm just
Twilight.
gonna bask in this good feeling for at least the next few seconds. Or until something else bad happens. I bet David's gonna be one of those cool teachers whose classes are packed.
Into the Spider-Verse, sir. Oh my gosh. It's Peter Benjamin Parker. Well, Peter B. Parker. It's one of the Parkers from Into the Spider-Verse. That is so cool. I wasn't expecting it. That's what makes it even awesomer. Let's go. JJ!
This is it, folks. This is the big one. I finally have proof. For years, I have asked my dear listeners to send in photographic evidence to prove, once and for all, that Spider-Man is directly linked to the very criminals who plague our city. And finally, one brave anonymous caller has delivered the goods. We have clear photos of Spider-Man standing in the immediate vicinity of caches of humanitarian aid. Aid that was intended for Simkara. And our heroic caller assures me that these very humanitarian caches are being sold on the black market. If I've learned one thing in my years as a world-renowned reporter, it's this. Photos don't lie. Spider-Man has been caught red-handed. No pun intended, puns are for wimps. So what do we do about it, you ask? We wait. We wait for the police to finally wake up and arrest this mass lunatic. At long last, this city is going to finally see that Jameson has been right about Spider-Man this entire time. Not only is he a thief, he's actually stealing vital food and medicine from innocent civilians who are trapped in a war zone. Women and children struggling to survive, hiding each day from a hail of mortars and bullets. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is stealing the very aid that might keep them alive. This is a new low, people. Even I could never have suspected Spider-Man of something this despicable. All we can do now as a city is to sit back and quietly reflect on just how right J. Jonah Jameson really was. Yet again.
Okay, JJ. Sorry, I'm just so encapsulated by this suit. Look at the hatching, the little lines that appear in the shadows of the character model, just like it does in the Spider-Verse. Oh, it's so cool because it's like the movie is CG, but it does have like 2D elements imprinted over it, and so this suit, sort of in line with the other cartoon-esque suits that we've unlocked so far, is like, it's nice. I missed.
Let's get to work.
Whee! So where's this base you talked about? Whoa. Your toys are so much cooler than mine. I love this invisible floating fortress thing. But now that all of New York City has seen it, Hammerhead will probably be here soon.
I am counting on it. So let us work quickly. I have acquired a Class 5 laser array. We need to calibrate it to prevent it from overheating.
Lucky for us, I'm working on my master's in calibration. Let's do this. Okay, what's first?
Science.
Put the housing array into place.
On it. Whoa, nice laser.
Housing locked.
Done and done.
We are not done.
Oh.
We must reset the targeting field aerials.
Sure thing. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yep.
Exit the hangar and navigate to the top of the nearby transmitters.
Alrighty. So we should talk about the strategy with Hammerhead, don't you think?
What is there to talk about? We find him. Then focus the laser on the plate in his head. The laser will heat the carbon steel to critical temperature, which will rearrange its molecular structure.
And soften it so I can knock him unconscious. I get that part, but how do you know it won't, melt his brain?
When the wolf attacks the sheep, he risks getting shot by the shepherd.
Okay, well, Shepherd, just remember my no-killing rule, okay?
I mean, do we have to obey that rule?
How's it look?
This one instance.
Systems appear functional. Now we must test the targeting and power levels.
Cool. Wait, this doesn't involve shooting me, does it?
Not yet. But I do need you to launch those targets.
Right.
I mean, he's just ahead now, so he's mostly dead anyway.
Ready?
Ready.
What am I doing? Am I throwing things?
Get it.
Oh!
Pull!
Whee!
Just a few more.
Cool with me. This is fun. Here comes another one. Nice shot.
That laser's impressive. Blue laser now, which means she's a good guy.
Keep shooting. Oh, can we do one more, please?
You are a child.
Yeah, well, we're all children on the inside.
Yes, we are. Oh, one more barrel.
Whoa!
Are we good?
Come back. We have one more thing to do.
On my way.
We must adjust the gyroscopic navigation stabilizer
In order to compensate for the weight of the laser. Go to that terminal and wait for me to activate the system.
More science.
System ready.
I'm going in. Okay, that should do it.
Oh, that did it. Frankenfreak's here.
You two teaming up now? Cute. But it ain't gonna do no good.
Oh, I am not ready for this.
There's a little help here.
The laser is down.
Can you fix it?
I am trying.
Okay, I'll just do the hammerhead waltz for a bit. Okay, time to get hurt.
Woo!
I just want to thank you for showing me what I've been doing wrong for years. If I want to rule this city, I gotta modernize. Evolve.
Almost there. Sable, what's your status?
Laser is back online. Hold him in place.
Yeah! Let's go, hothead.
Close.
fight, you ain't gonna win! Come on in, boys!
I mean, I kind of like your mechanized voice. That's the only thing I really like about you. Sure, the idea of modernizing is kind of scary and something that older worlds tend to stray away from, but it is economically beneficial if you put your faith in science and technology, because it's an ever-expanding landscape that it accrues significant income, and it's just really beneficial. And so even though you're a criminal organization, I kind of admire your merits as far as forward-thinking, but, you know, your forward-thinking put you forward inside of a mechanical mecha body, and I don't like dealing with that.
Let him hit me.
Ow! Dude's got a full metal body, and yet he still intends to use that head.
You think you're hurting me? Nothing hurts me no more. Keep trying, keep failing. I'm indestructible.
No, your one weakness is your head, dude. It always has been.
He's disabled. Now's my chance.
Woo! Punchy McPuncherson.
You guys just don't give
up. No, we don't, Megatron.
Still no respect. What's it gonna take?
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Uh-oh.
Bombing run.
Woo!
Damn, I missed.
Keep them coming. I'll make sure the next one hits.
Ah. I've got Symbiotic Titan.
I dropped the bomb. You throw them at him.
Love your tech, Sable. Too bad I gotta use it to take you out.
Woo!
Coming in. Get ready.
Whoa, rotating Sable. She's right there. Hold on. You guys throw it at him. Oh, yeah. Get the other leg. Go for the knees. The vulnerable knees. Even robots get arthritis. Let's go.
Now I can do some real damage.
Microwave his meatloaf.
For Yuri.
Heck yeah.
You two got skills.
Woo.
I give you one chance.
You got a fever yet?
Or die.
Whoa.
What's behind door number 3?
Sable.
I need reinforcements.
Woo! Oh, that's a lot. This is a lot. Hold on. Hold on. The floor is fire. What the crap? Shield up. Yeah.
Okay, now the laser.
Now hold him down.
You're just pissing me off.
That was the plan. This is disturbing.
Man, he's back.
I'd hate to accidentally hit too hard to have his head just pop off. It'd be creepy. Oh, this is what's going on. Okay. Woo! I need one of these.
Shield's too strong. I need to disable it first.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy habanero! Oh, he can't. Huh. Oh, okay, okay. Holy crap. Defense. Need defense. Need to use my gadgets. Is what I need to do. I'll take this. Woo! Come on, come on, come on. I'm shielded. So's he. Oh, crap. Gadget. Go, go, gadget. Excuse me while I just fly for my life.
Penetrate his shield.
What? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Be nice. Play nice. It's looking like I need to save up my bar, which is kind of hard because I'm using it to survive. Okay, think this through. Up. Okay. Whoa! Oh, whoa! Bro, your chrome dome is really doing some damage. No. Right. I'm just gonna hang up here for a while. I need to catch my breath. I'm really just barely staying alive in this. I need bump. Too much spider sensing. Not enough dodging. Why are you up there, monkey? Whoa! Oh! Gosh, there's just no safe space. There's no distance. There's no up close.
Good tip.
I don't want him to use his head.
The
Oh, the square's not working anymore!
Can't wait much longer.
Square's not working!
Hold him!
Then what?
Oh.
Ready to jump!
Wait, what?
Holy crap! And his hair still looks great. Ugh.
Huh, that was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Simcaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
Do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Oh, I love this.
Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
Whee! In memory of Stanley, who inspired us all to be greater. Excelsior! Oh man, they're so kind of them to do that. Well, this is Marvel, so let's see if there's anything after the credits. Eee.
Ready?
I think the web shooters are a little tight.
Get used to it. Just try to keep up.
Miles has got a mentor. Swinging his way to a PlayStation near you. 1 + 1 = win. Congratulations, you have finished the Silver Lining story. This concludes the City That Never Sleeps saga.
Okay, Hammerhead's finished. His men are still out there.
Are they? Hold on. I've got new threads. What the actual heck? I am Mad Max.
A spider's work is never done.
Grunge. Yeah, Hammerhead's men are not out there. I actually cleaned up all the streets. The City That Never Sleeps. We're done. We're finished. And unless I missed my guess, that's a platinum. Well, the DLC doesn't platinum, but that should be all the trophies. Get spectacular or better in all the screwball challenges. I thought I did. Oh, this one does. Why doesn't this one have it? I don't know. Maybe I could swing and think at the same time. This game is so great. The outfits are so great. Story was so great. Like, unlike in the main campaign, Hammerhead was not a compelling villain, and I don't think he was meant to be. We're not really supposed to relate to the Madman and his maniac ways. But the dynamic between Silver Sable and Spider-Man, perfection.
Today's a fine day in New York City. At long last, Hammerhead has been taken down for good. Cyborg parts and all. I will even give Spider-Man and Silver Sable an ounce of credit. They did, after all, land the final. However, while the mainstream media trips over itself to heap lavish praise on these vigilantes, allow me to give you a dose of fact.
Give it to me,
Hammerhead
JJ.
would have never gotten this far had it not been for Silver Sable leaving behind all her gear in the city. And don't
JJ.
get me started on Spider-Man stoking the fires of a gang war and forcing a decorated police captain into administrative leave. So sure, they cleaned up the mess, but they were also the ones that made it.
That's fair. That's very fair. But, you know, that's also us taking responsibility for our actions, JJ. She's in prison, but I guess she's got Wi-Fi.
OMG, I am so happy, RN! So, it turns out some of these big burly prison guards are huge fans! They want the show to go on, so they got me a streaming setup in my cell! Oh, and we are back online! Squeeze!
Wow. I called it. They gave her Wi-Fi at her prison cell. It's somehow not fair, but it gives me an opportunity to finish this.
You'll find the Spider-Man! That was alright, but I don't think you're doing everything a spider can.
Yeah, even though I got the trophy, I'm going to try to get ultimate level just for the conclusion of it all. What can I say about Marvel's Spider-Man, The City That Never Sleeps, as this footage of me trying to get ultimate on Screwball's Stupid Challenge plays out? Even though it's been 3 years since I last touched the DLC, it's all still so fresh on my mind, and that's probably because of how much I love it. Like, I loved seeing Black Cat again. I loved the mystery, the intrigue, trying to figure out like what she was up to, and then the whole like, do they have a kid together, and how Peter was reacting to that. That was, oh man, and he already gotten back together with MJ, and to throw that into the mix, that was sort of a touch of relationship drama, you know, what little there was, and like that really put Spider-Man's concern like completely within Black Cat. He's tried in the past to persuade her away from the life of crime, but now this is just no longer an instance of protecting her, but it was protecting potentially his child. And I mean, sure, it was a lie and she was just going after Hammerhead, but it was amazing just to I don't know, experience a different side of their dynamic than just, hey, we're gonna flirt a bit. It's like, oh, we have flirted a bit, and there may be a bit that came out of that flirt.
Is it sad that I find validation in acing a lunatic's challenge? Because I really do.
Now that's what I call great content!
Does she have to be the only person telling me this? And Black Cat's quote-unquote death at the end of the first part of the DLC really set events in motion. Like, it gave us our look at Hammerhead, and then we got to go more into the meat of the story with another personal connection. Captain Yuri, she has this vendetta against the Magia, and she pursued it, and it led to her being disembarred. Like, she's... I don't know if that's the correct term, but...
Jared! Call my doctor and double all my prescriptions! I'm in the red here, folks. Eyewitnesses have confirmed that there is no longer just one Spider-Man, but two of them! I mean, one is bad enough, but I'm having a hard time dealing with the idea of multiple menaces swinging through our beautiful city! It's just... Jared, I might be having a heart attack. I need to lie down, folks.
Oh.
Don't call an ambulance. It's too expensive. Call a cab.
Oh, God.
Out of my wallet. Don't go in my wallet, Jared. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh, JJ is one of the best things about this game. It's great to have him a part of it. Getting to see a little bit of MJ coming back into Peter's life in a romantic way was also an amazing addition to the aftermath of the main campaign, and having her continue to step up and be an important part of Peter's professional career as Spider-Man. It's just a great growth in her and really fleshes out her character. Kind of wish she had gotten the spider bite instead of Miles. Nothing against Miles, but I feel like we need some more female representation in Spiderdom. That's all I'm saying. Maybe Spider-Gwen will be in one of them. Who knows? But Hammerhead, yeah, not a very compelling villain. He's just the classic, like, Godfather type character, and he served his purpose. It was nice of them not to waste like a really great villain on what was really a nice, like, grounded-ish story of civil strife and weapons being stolen and hidden caches and basically a mobster trying to make a monster out of himself. And it worked, and I don't like thinking about how it all happened because it's just creepy and I don't like biological stuff. I will just say it's hilarious that J. Jonah's reaction to needing to go to the hospital is not calling an ambulance, because that is a legitimate jab at the fact that doctor stuff is way too expensive, which is why I put off a lot of mine and suffered a lot of consequences Near the end, I really got used to using the gadgets. I guess I was just punching and webbing so much that the extra action of just slowing down and selecting gadgets seemed a little bit tedious, but honestly, working with Screwball kind of helped me finesse how I wanted to use the gadgets, and it kind of worked out for me, and I'm wondering how they're going to expand on that in the other games. There's been a lot of Spider-Man material that's come out since I last touched this game, including but not limited to Into the Spider-Verse, which we got that awesome outfit for, and for an awesome movie. And of course, we got Spider-Man No Way Home, which was a masterpiece. Kinda sucks we didn't get a suit. I mean, I really appreciate the artists go to the trouble of actually designing more suits for free for the game, and they have to deal with a lot of people, you know, clamoring as if they have a right to have more suits. And you know, I asked for them in my own video, but I didn't go bothering anybody over it, and I'm just grateful that they made some. It would have been cool to have a No Way Home suit, you know, either near the end of the movie or the midway point at any point, but he did use familiar suits in that one as well, like the Iron Spider, so it wasn't the top on the list of suits that needed to be in the game. And I bet the Miles Morales sequel spin-off, which came out, is going to have a nice plethora of cosmetics, especially influenced by Into the Spider-Verse. Miles Morales, fantastic character. They released a remaster to this game for the PS5. I'm interested in going back and playing it on my own, if I ever own a PS5. They changed the character model for Peter Parker, made him a bit younger. They used a scan of a pretty boy model or something for it. It kind of makes him look a little bit younger, which, I mean, it's fine. I like the upgraded graphics, but the whole point of this Peter Parker is that he's supposed to be older and wiser. And I kind of am not a fan of them removing some of the aesthetics of his voice actor, because it's slightly based off of the appearance of Yuri Lowenthal. And he is a fantastic voice for Spider-Man. He's fantastic in a lot of the things that I've seen him in, and he's just one of my favorite actors, and so it kind of bugs me that they remove a little bit of his presence visually. You know, for what scenes that we do get to see Peter as Peter, you know, you sort of see the actor shine through a bit, and that's sort of the key to good animation, is that even in an animated sense, you really start to capture the personality of a character when a little bit of the actor bleeds through in their performance, and kind of difficult to do that when someone else's face is atop the voice in such a way, but that's just my critique of it. I haven't really gotten a chance to look at it all that thoroughly, but you know me, I love good looking graphics, so I'm gonna let that speak for itself. But I recently saw the trailer for Spider-Man 2, and let me tell you, so semi-spoilers going ahead, like the fact that they're doing Venom is fantastic. I think that they're going to handle it very well, and I think they're going to use that as an excuse to sort of modify Spider-Man, because if you go forward in a second game, your character's going to be overpowered at the beginning. They got a lot of gadgets, you got a lot of suits, got a lot of power-ups. You got to find a way to sort of reboot, you know, restart it. And giving him the Venom suit that would probably replace everything else, as well as significantly influence the character in many ways and allow for new gameplay mechanics, is the exact perfect way to do it. And frankly, I think Miles Morales is going to get a whole lot more of the limelight as well, because, you know, Peter may turn antagonistic in that game, and having a second Spider in there allows you to continue the game, but also allow for increased diverging of Peter's personality to a point where it wouldn't make sense to go around and do your everyday activities of, like, you know, saving cats in trees and babies in orphanages and stuff like that. You know, in the style that some games do, where like the main plot of the story is not as cohesive with the activities that you go around in the gameplay sense doing. Specifically looking at Yakuza, whose main story is like a big dramatic crime epic, and yet all the side stuff in the middle is like one long anime comedy, and the two just are so subtracted from each other that it just feels like whiplash, like going back and forth between the two elements. And I think they'll be able to avoid that by having Miles step in and do some of the heavy lifting while Peter is kind of going nuts. But that's just my guess. If somehow the stars align and I end up with the game in the PS5 and someone somewhere wants me to play the second one on my channel, I will do it. But either way, I will find a way to be Spider-Man again. In my own time, probably the Miles Morales game, unless someone really wants me to play it on the channel. I'm at the point where, like, I'm not really going to play mainstream games unless someone says something. Like, you know, you don't tell me what you want, you're not going to see it. And I've been enjoying searching for indie games with interesting art anyway to play on the channel, just to expose myself to different styles that you wouldn't normally see in a AAA game, where you find beautiful graphics and known characters and just like big open worlds, whereas, you find the smaller niche games that have a lot of heart and work put into them as well, but don't exactly get seen as much. Those are the ones I'm kind of wanting to track down and play for my YouTube channel. And if you know of any, let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate the feedback. And Spider-Man is everything I want to be. Like Peter Parker, the great power, the great responsibility to running into life's problems and then being able to bend and to adjust and put the needs of others ahead of your own. And that's something I've sort of wanted to live in my own real life. And since I'm around the age of Spider-Man in this game, like all the familiar life challenges that come with that sort of age range that I've experienced a little bit, not quite to the extent that Peter has, but I will experience inevitably. It's just he's a mentor for how to brush off the bad stuff and just appreciate the good. And that's sort of the appeal to comics in general, where all this was inspired from, because it's an intimate connection. You are filling in the gaps in the comic book world. Your own personal experiences overlay onto the characters, so you're able to not only live with them, but live through them in their adventures. And it makes it more than just paper and ink. It allows it to be alive. The time doesn't move. It's just pigment on paper, and yet you bring it to life. And that is taken to an extreme in the video game, where you're sort of living out the character's story, and you can go at your own pace in some instances. Not quite the same as a comic book, but it's there. And the game no longer just becomes a memory of, hey, I remember playing this game. It's no, I remember swinging through New York. It's like it sort of blurs, and these experiences become partly your own. And that's the appeal of games and comics, is that life that you sort of bring to the character, other than experiencing what they go through. As television and movies are sort of curated to be an experience you sit and enjoy linearly, games and comics can send you in all sorts of directions depending on how they are written or designed. And that's the appeal, just getting to live another life and being able to reflect on the world, because this is escapism, but when you put little elements of real life into it, it kind of makes you turn and look and reevaluate the world, because sometimes when you're busy living life, it's not easy to notice it. And that's what this does. Like the little things, like enjoying pizza or helping the homeless, just like in a big metropolitan landscape. Even like J. Jonah Jameson's jab at the healthcare system, it hit home with me. It's serious. It's like, yeah, some people take taxis instead of ambulances because they know they can't cover it. It's what makes Spider-Man such a great character, the fact that a lot of his stuff can be grounded, even when he's not often on the ground. And it's why I'm not interested in seeing his world get too large. Like, I don't want to go to other countries or space or have the Avengers just show up and needing him. It'd be nice, maybe if those characters populated the universe, and in small instances, like our tit for tat with the cat, Black Cat, and knowing her world, but that she's also busy living it herself, and we're not really a part of it. It's like, it feels like the world is alive. And Spider-Man is not intimately needing to be concerned with every aspect of it like he would in, say, a Civil War or an Infinity War. He's not in the meat of the greater landscape of things. Even with Symkaria and the Civil War, we were doing what we can to help and aid them without actually going there. Unlike MJ, who's just being like the real humanitarian. And frankly, oh God, Peter, I know why you're in love with her, because I am in love with her. And our new best bud, Miles, oh, it's so amazing. It's so spectacular. It's so ultimate. Other adjectives that are thrown in the Spider-Man franchise. I love this game. It makes me feel alive. And when people on occasion interact with me on my YouTube channel, which is 5 years old now, we're a bouncing baby toddler, it makes me feel even more alive, because it feels like you lived an experience with me, and maybe you found some enjoyment not only in Spider-Man's world, but in my overlay of the world. Sure, social media, I'm not a big fan of, and people tend to overlay their experiences too much on top of each other that it just feels like an overwhelming sensation of doom scrolling inside media within media within media. Commentary on a video on a thing about a video. It's just it's gotten very meta, but I hope that the good old classic Let's Play will stand strong. Sure, I haven't gotten much in the way of subscribers or anything resembling success in a I guess, surface level. But I've learned skills. I've become better at communicating, I think, my ideas. And I've gotten better at drawing and editing. It's just, I found something fun to do, and I didn't want to commit to the algorithm chase to get viewers and to beg for subscribers, to like, comment, subscribe. Yes, I need to say that. I need to do it. But I'm a very humble person. It's like, comment, subscribe, share if you want to. The whole lifeblood of YouTube is engagement, and sometimes I feel, alone. But if you've been here for a long time, or if you've been here for a single day, I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're listening to me, especially at the end of this game. And even if you've seen it, if you've never seen it, go back and watch my playthrough of Marvel Spider-Man and the DLC. I've changed a lot. Heck, 4 years ago, I did that when the game came out. And I've learned to edit slightly differently. I've tried to put more effort into it. And hey, this episode specifically is being recorded on the capture card, unlike all the others. I'm really trying to invest in giving you a sensual experience. I want things to look good and sound good. Even though it's a very small community right now, I want to give you as much quality content as I can, which is why I often, I feel like I should cut things out. Like, if it's just like a whole bunch of combat and me not saying anything, I don't know if you want to see it. I don't know if I should just be putting things with commentary spin on it, or I would just be like filling out the video with stuff that people might not want to see. There's a whole lot of questions for me because I ask, and once in a while people tell me things, and it's nice, but I'm really just going into this blind, and I don't know. Those who partake really are just watching it happen, being a part of the community, and keeping to themselves. That's also fine. But I don't know. I have a really emotional attachment to not just Spider-Man or the game, but this Let's Play, because I started it when the game came out immediately. I put all my energy into it, and while I get tongue-tied at times and end up not saying what I need to because I'm just flabbergasted by the game itself, I feel like sometimes I take the time to have moments like these where I'm having clarity. I'm just going with the flow of my thoughts and letting them stream out into the world. And frankly, I'm glad that you're part of my world. Whoever's watching, listening, commenting, not subscribing, I'm just grateful you're here. It's not about the superficial success of being a YouTuber that I'm here for. It's me wanting to stretch my creativity, try and engage with people, and just be myself. And just trying to do good and trying to be yourself is what Spider-Man is. And so I feel particularly grateful to this game and to this Let's Play in general. It might be a little bit cringy if I go back and watch my own Let's Play, because there are a lot of things I would do differently, but that's the same with every artist. But I think I've talked on long enough. I really have a lot of editing to do with this video in particular, because there was an extreme bump in the difficulty, and just trying to talk and fight at the same time meant I had to die a lot. But I hope I've said enough. I have nothing but love for this game. One of my top 10 favorite games ever. If you want to know the other 9, let me know in the comments below. I'm just going to keep throwing that stuff out because it's like, I'm not going to offer too much information unless people ask for it. I don't want to talk too much, which clearly I am doing right now. But hey, a lot has gone on, and I've lived a lot with this game, and all the thoughts have to get out at some point because it's not easy during the actual playthrough to really be lucid. Anyway, I can't wait for the next Spider-Man games. Both of them. I'm going to play them whether or not you're here to see it. It's up to you. That's how I'm going to deal with it. And I've loved all the Spider-Man movies. I can't wait for the next Into the Spider-Verse, or Through the Spider-Verse, whatever it was called. And yeah, if you like Marvel, you might want to check out the Marvel's Avengers game that I played on the channel too. I put a lot of effort into that. But that game squandered its potential, frankly. It had a decent story and some good characters, but a lot of it was executed poorly, including their variation of Spider-Man, probably the worst character in the entire game, just from a gameplay perspective. I'm not going to judge the voice acting or the character design or anything. I actually enjoyed a few of the takedowns that Spider-Man did, and I kind of hope you borrow from some of those, because frankly, Marvel Spider-Man is beautiful, but as many takedowns as possible is just like the visual cinematography that I love about this game, and I think Marvel's Avengers is not really going to be utilizing their assets all that much going forward. So go ahead and borrow from a fellow Marvel enthusiast. Why don't you? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate everyone who's subscribed, everyone who's here. As an artist, I can't hope for success in the present. I could just hope for it in the future. And, you know, there'll be people seeing these videos at some point, and I hope you found Peter Parker's journey and my own entertaining but worth reflecting on, and I hope it helps guide you through your life experiences, because I feel like being a good person is exactly the story of Spider-Man, and it's a story I want to emulate in my life and, you know, escape to in this life. But thank you guys so much for watching. Also, this is a Marvel Let's Play, so don't forget to stick around until the end of the credits. Let me know what you think, let me know what you want to see, and I will see all you dudes in the next one. Bye!
If you do not subscribe, I will have your soul.
Just kidding.